Yes, so this is my 40th video on this is the playlist of UPSC Max optional, and we are solving the previous question papers and analysis from 2018 to 1992. So in that way we have finished 2018 to 2010, 2009, and now we are in 2008, right? So in 2008 there are 6 questions, and in the last video we have solved the first question, that is a problem based on first mean value theorem on integration, right? In the last video we have solved this problem. So in this video I'm going to solve two problems, that is discuss the convergence of the series and show that the series summation 1 by n into n plus 1 is equivalent to 1 by 2 product of 2 to infinity 1 plus 1 by n square minus 1. So I'm going to solve two sums in this the videos. So first we will solve the first problem, that is discuss the convergence of the series. So we have already know how to show a series is convergent, right? So in the very first video, first we have solved how to check by using comparison test, right? And then we have moved on to ratio test. So ratio test is very easy, I think. And if we know what's going to be ratio test, right? So in real 2012 we have solved one problem on a ratio test, that is if un is a series of positive terms such that limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1 is equal to L, and if this L is greater than 1 then series will be convergent, and if this L is less than 1 it will be divergent, and if this L is equal to 1 then test fails. So this is what we have solved this problem using ratio test. And then we have solved one problem using Gauss test, right? So whenever ratio test fails we will apply the Gauss test. So I don't know which year I have solved that. I think it is 2009, I think. Yeah, here it is. So our un and un plus 1 is like this and goes on like this, and you can see here we have L is equal to 1. So that means ratio test fails. So whenever ratio test fails we will apply, in that video I have said you to apply the Gauss test, right? So you go through these two videos, because these two videos will give you very good knowledge about ratio test and the Gauss test. So now we'll come back to our problem now. So we want to show whether the series is for what values of x, we want to show that for what values of x this series will be convergent, and for what values of x this series will be divergent, right? Yes. So we'll get back to our problem now. So our given series is x by 2 plus 1 by 3 by 2 by 4 and x square. So first we will apply the ratio test here. So we know what's going to be ratio test, right? So if limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1, this is our ratio test. If this is equal to L, and this series will be convergent, summation un is convergent if L is greater than 1, right? This will be convergent if L is greater than 1, and it will be divergent if L is less than 1. Divergent if L is less than 1, and the test fails if L is equal to 1. So that means with the help of a ratio test we don't know whether the series is convergent or not, right? So don't think this is a very new, we have solved a similar problem 2012. So please go through that 2012 question paper. They have given if summation un is a series of positive terms. So I have already given this test and you have solved the problem using this test. So I kindly recommend you to watch from part 1 to part 13, this part 40, right? So don't watch in between. And if you haven't subscribed to the channel, so please subscribe. Yeah, so we will find the general term for the series. So what will be our un? Our un is, so if you can see this is the first term, this is our second term, and this is our third term. So this is n is equal to 1, and this is n is equal to 1, sorry. So if n is equal to 1, this is n is equal to 2, this n is equal to 3. That is first term, second term, third term. So I can write the nth term as un is equal to summation. I can write the nth term as, or what I'll do is 1, 3, 5 up to 2n minus 1 by 2, 4, 6 up to 2n into x power n. So this is our nth term, right? So always try to write the nth term. So you have to have good practice now. So if you substitute n is equal to 1, what do you will have? If n is equal to 1, so I should not write summation here. So this is our nth term. For example, if we substitute n is equal to 1, we will have 2 into 1 minus 1. So that means for only we have only 1 year. And here if we substitute n is equal to 1, we will have 2. So we have 1 by 2 x power 1. So we have first term as like this. If you substitute n is equal to 2, you will have 2 into 2, 4. 4 minus 1 is 3. So you have to go on up to 3. So that means 1 into 3 by, if you substitute n is equal to 2 here, we will have 4. So that means you have to go up to 4, this 2 into 4. If you substitute n is equal to 3, you will have 6 minus 1, which is 5. So that means you have to go on up to 5. So 1, 3, 5. If you substitute n is equal to 3 here, you have to go up to 6. So that means 2, 4, 6 into x cube. So you have the nth term as like this. So therefore, our un is 1, 3, 5 up to 2n minus 1 divided by 2, 4, 6 up to 2n into x power n. So what will be our un plus 1? Because we need to find un plus 1 to find the apply the ratio test. So this will be 1, 3, 5. So in place of n, it will be 2n plus 1 minus 1, right? Or I'll have 2n plus 1, it's the next term. So it will be 2n minus 1 and the next term. So that means 2n plus 1 minus 1 divided by, so 2, 4, 6 up to 2n and the next term 2n plus 1 into x power n plus 1. So this will be equal to 1 into 3 into 5 up to 2n minus 1. So by simplify this, I will have 2n plus 2 minus 1. So it will be 2n plus 1 divided by 2, 4, 6 up to 2n into 2n plus 2 into x power n plus 1. So now we will find limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1. So limit n tends to infinity un by un plus 1. So this will be equal to limit n tends to infinity. So what is our un now? So 1 into 3 into 5 up to 2n minus 1 divided by 2 into 4 into 6 up to 2n into x power n into un plus 1. So we have divided by un plus 1. So if I bring that to the numerator, so this term will be reversed, right? So this will be 2 into 4 into 6 up to 2n into 2n plus 2 divided by 1 into 3 into 5 up to 2n minus 1 into 2n plus 1 x power n plus 1. So I can cancel this term and this term, and I can cancel this term and this term, right? Sorry, x power n plus 1 will be here, right? Into x power n plus 1, because x power n plus 1 is in the numerator. Yes. So you can see the remaining terms are limit n tends to infinity. Here we will have only x power n into, so here we will have 2n plus 2 by 2n plus 1 into x power n plus 1. So our x power n and x power n will get cancelled. So I can write x power n plus 1 as x power n into x power 1. So these two will get cancelled. So we have only left with x. So therefore limit n tends to infinity 1 by x into 2n plus 2 by 2n plus 1, right? 2n plus 2 by 2n plus 1. So if I apply n tends to infinity here, so this will be limit n tends to infinity into 1 by x. And if I take n common here, I'll have 2 plus 2 by n. If I take n common here, again I'll have 2 plus 1 by n, right? So these two will get cancelled. So as n tends to infinity, this will be equal to 0, this will be equal to 0. So we will have only limit n tends to infinity. As n tends to infinity, we will have only 1 by x into 2 by 2, right? Sorry. So as n tends to infinity, we will have 1 by x into 2 by 2. 2 by 2, because these two will get cancelled. So we have only 1 by x. So we'll have only 1 by x. So therefore our limit n tends to infinity, un by un plus 1 is equal to 1 by x. So what can I say about this? This series will be convergent if 1 by x is greater than 1, right? So you can see our limit n tends to infinity, un plus 1 by un plus 1 is equal to L, and this is convergent if L is greater than 1. And this is divergent. We need to find for what values of x this series will be convergent and divergent, right? So this is convergent if L is greater than 1, and this is divergent if L is less than 1. So this is if 1 by x less than 1, then summation un is convergent, right? If 1 by x is less than 1, then summation un is divergent. So that means 1 by x is greater than 1 means what? 1 is greater than x, or x is less than 1. So whenever x is less than 1, then this series will be convergent. 1 by x is less than 1 means 1 is less than n. So that means x is greater than 1, right? So the test, if 1 by x is equal to 1, then test fails, right? So that means if x is equal to 1, ratio test fails. Ratio test fails. So for x is less than 1, then this series will be convergent. For x is greater than 1, this series will be divergent. What will happen if x is equal to 1, right? We don't know whether this series will be convergent or divergent because ratio test fails. So we will apply the sum mode test to check what happen if x is equal to 1. So whenever in the previous videos I have said, whenever a Gauss test fails, I always recommend you to apply the Gauss test, right? So you apply the you apply Gauss test to this x is equal to 1, but I am going to apply Rabi's test here, right? So I am going to use a new test for you whenever ratio test fails. So in that video I have said, whenever ratio test fails, you apply the Gauss test. So you can apply Gauss test or Rabi's test. So in this video I am going to explain with Rabi's test. You can do with the Gauss test also. So you practice in your own that what happen if you apply the Gauss test. So I will solve this using Rabi's test. So we will examine what happen if x is equal to 1. If x is equal to 1, then this series will be 1 by 2. Then all x will be equal to 1, right? So if x is equal to 1, this will be 1, 1 square, 1 cube, all will be equal to then. So therefore we have only 1 by 2. So we don't have x power, we have 1 power n, right? So our un will be what? Only up to this. We don't have x power n in the un now, because our n is x is equal to 1. So therefore our un is 1, 3, 5 up to 2n minus 1 by 2, 4, 6 up to 2n. We have been checking for specific values of x now. So for ratio test, with the help of ratio test, we have shown that if x is less than 1, surely the series will be convergent. If x is greater than 1, surely it will be divergent. But we don't know what happen if x is equal to 1, because the ratio test fails when this value is equal to 1. Then when this value is equal to 1, this means x is equal to 1. So for x is equal to 1, we will apply the sum mode test. So that's why I am applying the x is equal to 1 here. So I am applying some other test. So I am going to apply the Rabi's test now. So I will quote the Rabi's test. Rabi's test. Right? So if un is a series of positive terms, so these three will make you 95% of problems. That is ratio test, Gauss test and Rabi's test. So if un is a series of positive terms such that you find limit n tends to infinity, n into un by un plus 1 minus 1, and if it is equal to L and the summation un is convergent, then summation un is convergent, convergent if L is greater than 1 and divergent if L is less than 1, right? So we will apply the Rabi's test to our UN now. So what is our UN? 3, 5 up to 2n minus 1 by un plus 1. We already know what we already found un by un plus 1. So we'll straight away apply this. So limit n tends to infinity n into our un by un plus 1. We already found a un by un plus 1. So our un by un plus 1 is this is our un by un plus 1, right? So before applying limit n tends to infinity, we will find un by un plus 1. So that is equal to 1 by our x will be equal to 1. So therefore we don't have x here. So 2n plus 2 by 2n plus 1. So 2n plus 2 by 2n plus 1 minus 1. So we will find the limit for this. So limit n tends to infinity n into 2 plus 2. So if I bring this to this side, so we'll have 2n minus 1 divided by 2n plus 1. So this 2 term will get cancelled. So I have limit n tends to infinity. 2 minus 1 is 1. So I'll have n into 1 by 2n plus 1. So as n tends to infinity, you can see this will be, if I take n common here, I'll have 2 plus 1 by n. This 2 will get cancelled. As n tends to infinity, this will be equal to 0. So we will have 1 by 2 which is less than 1, right? So therefore, by Rabi's test, if x is equal to 1, then the series is divergent. So what we will conclude is that we already know what happens if x is less than 1 and x is greater than 1. So the result will be, so the conclusion is our series, so this is our conclusion. Our series summation un is convergent if x is less than 1. It is divergent if x is less than or equal to 1. Because for x is equal to 1 also we have proved that it is divergent. So that's our problem, right? For what values of x we need to check whether the series is convergent or divergent. So whenever x is less than 1, the series will be convergent and it will, divergent if x is greater than 1, right? Greater than or equal to 1. When x is equal to 1 also it is divergent, and greater than 1 also it is divergent. So whenever x is less than 1, strictly less than 1, it is convergent, and whenever it is greater than or equal to 1, it is divergent. So that's it, our problem now. So you can also apply Gauss test to this problem. You can also apply Gauss test to this un. You will show that the series is divergent. You can also apply the Gauss test also. So the second problem is show that the series summation 1 by n into n plus 1 is equivalent to 1 by 2 product of 2 to infinity 1 plus 1 by n square minus 1. So for example, what will happen if n is equal to, we want to show that both the series are equivalent. So I'm going to prove like, yes. So what will happen if n is equal to 2, right? So what about this series and this series? So the first series is summation n is equal to 1 to infinity 1 by n into n plus 1. So if n is equal to 2, we have to add the first two terms, right? That means 1 by n into n plus 1. So if n is equal to 1, we will have 1 by 1 into 1 plus 1, plus if n is equal to 2, I will have 1 by 2 plus 2 into 1. That is equal to 1 by 2 plus 1 by 6. So if I take LCM here into 3 into 3, I will have 4 by 6, that is equal to 2 by 3. So if n is equal to 2, the value of the series is 2 by 3. So what will happen if n is equal to 2 to the value for this product of this product, that is 1 by 2 into product of this means product, right? That means you have to multiply all the terms. So 1 plus 1 by n square minus 1. So if n is equal to 2, we will have 1 by 2. So if I substitute 2 here, I'll have 1 by 2 square minus 1. So it will be equal to 3, and it will be equal to 1 by 2 into 3 plus 1, which is 4 by 3. So if I cancel these two terms, it is equal to 2 by 3. So you can see that for all values of n, both the answer will be equivalent. This is for some specific case. So what will happen if n is equal to 3? We have to add the first three terms, that is 1 by 1 into 1 plus 1 plus 1 by the second term is 2 into 2 plus 1 plus the third term is 1 by 3 into 3 plus 1. So we know the answer for these two terms, which is equal to 2 by 3 plus, and this will be equal to 1 by 12, right? So if I take LCM into 4 into 4, this will be 8 plus 1, so 9 by 12, which is equal to 3 by 4. That is the sum of first three terms is 3 by 4. So what will happen to this term? This will be equal to 1 by 2 into product of n is equal to 2 to 3, 1 plus 1 by n square minus 1, right? So if n, what will happen if n is equal to 2? We have to product, right? So we don't add, we have product. If n is equal to 2, I'll have 1 by 2 square minus 1, so that is 4 into, if n is equal to 3, we have 1 by 3 square minus 1. So this will be equal to 1 by 2, and this will be equal to 5 by 4 into, and this will be equal to 9 by 8, right? And this will be equal to 40, this is 9, I'm sure that I'm doing right, 1 plus 1 by n square minus 1, yeah. So this will be equal to 1 by 2 into 45 by 32, and this will be equal to 45 by 64. Is it right? 1 by 2, the second term is 1 plus 1 by 3 into 1 plus 1 by 8. Sorry, this 1 by 3, right? Sorry. 1 by 3, and this will be 4 by 4, right? 4 by 4, and this whole term will be equal to 1. So we will have 9 by 16. So if we cancel, we will have 3 by 4. So you can see that both the values are same. So even though both the series may different, but the series is equivalent. We want to show like this, right? So what I'm going to do is both are convergent to a same number, right? That is what I'm going to show, that this series is convergent to some number and this series is convergent to some number, and both are equal. So first let us go to the product, right? Series of product. So the given products is 1 by 2 into infinite product, right? N is equal to 2 to infinity 1 plus 1 by n square minus 1. So it is this infinite products. So we will show that we will find for what term the product is convergent. So I can write this as 1 by 2 into product of n is equal to 2 to infinity n square minus 1 plus 1 by n square minus 1, right? And this will be equal to 2 product of n is equal to 2 to infinity n square by n square minus 1, right? So let us take Pn, that is product of n terms, that is equal to n square by n square minus 1. So what will be my limit n tends to infinity of Pn, and this will be equal to limit n tends to infinity of n square by n square minus 1. So if I take n square common here, I'll have 1 minus 1 by n square. As n tends to infinity, it is equal to 1. So that means this product is converges to 1. What about the series summation 1 by n into n plus 1? Right? So I can write this series to be equal to, I can write this as summation, or let us try to expand this. So let us say n is equal to 2 to infinity, n is equal to 1 to infinity. If n is equal to 1, I'll have 1 by 1 into 2. If n is equal to 2, I'll have 2 into 3 plus 1 by 3 into 4, etc. So I can write this as 1 minus 1 by 2, 1 by 2 minus, we already seen this series, it's a hyperharmonic series. So 1 by 3 minus 1 by 4, etc. Right? So if you simplify this, you will get again 1 by 6. This is product. This is product here. So I can write this series as summation 1 by n minus 1 by n minus 1. So I can write this series as 1 by n minus 1 by n minus 1. So what will be the sum of n terms for this series as n tends to infinity, right? For example, if you add up all this, so you will have only but right, add these two will get cancelled, these two will get cancelled. So at last you will have 1 by n minus 1 by n plus 1. So again this term and the first term of the this term will cancel, this term will cancel. So we have the first term and the last term, right? So as n tends to infinity, right, as n tends to infinity of this series, summation n is equal to 1 to, let us say this is the kth term, or let us say this is sum of k terms. So 1 by k into 1 by k plus 1. So this is a series of kth term, that is equal to 1 by n into n plus 1 is equal to limit k tends to infinity 1 minus 1 by k plus 1. So as k tends to infinity, this tends to 0. So again this series also converges to 1. So you can see both the series are converges to 1. So that's why they are behaving alike, right? So that's it. So the next video will move on to the third problem, right? The fourth problem and the fifth, sixth, and later on. So that's it. We'll see you in the next video. Goodbye. Thank you.